I think we need to start getting really honest with ourselves. The reason you are not successful is because you are not ready. It's time to stop sugarcoating things. There is no point. Where has sugarcoating gotten you to? Nowhere at this point. So maybe it's time to start calling a spade and giving ourselves the bitter truth. Hi pod fams, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are fine. If you're doing well, leave a heart emoji in the comment section so we know that you're doing okay. If you're new here, hello, my name is Benari Bello and you're welcome to Every Girl Try podcast. Here is basically a space for women that want better. Here is a space for women on their journey up. So if you're on your journey up and if you don't want to stay with the status quo, then this podcast is for you. This is basically a podcast that will change your life, especially if you're a girl, if you're a woman. This podcast is definitely targeted to you. So you do want to stick around. We have fun here and we learn a lot. Let's get right into the video. I'm going to be putting a clip from Kiki, right? She was at a conference. If you don't know who Kiki is, she's a content creator. She does comedy and she also does fashion styling. I think she owns a fashion brand as well. She made a post on Instagram and let's just watch it and hear what she had to say.
When we talk about success, I feel like everybody is excited about what it looks like. So I'm here today, everybody's seeing me, everybody's excited, the ovation, the applause. The day Kiki came to the conference, if you see the way she was looking, if you see her dress, if you see her hair, I feel like that is what a lot of people see. Or maybe in Lagos, I pull up in a place, oh my God, if you see her car, if you see her jewelry, if you see her this, that is what everybody sees. But when it comes to the actual work, I apologize, but I sometimes feel like people are not necessarily ready to do the work that it takes to be successful. Every day in my life, I see opportunities and nobody is occupying that opportunity.
There was a time Adeife said something and this really made a lot of people angry. She said, you are the reason why you're poor. You are the cause of your poverty. And a lot of people were offended. At that time, I wasn't really offended because I believe that in riches, on your journey to wealth and riches, you have a lot to do. You can't just sit down and then be praying to the universe and everything would fall in place for you. I believe that you had a lot to do. So I didn't really disagree with what she was saying, but I also believe that there is issue of background and circumstances. And I just feel like some people are trying and it's not their fault that they're poor. So her saying that it is your fault is not absolute. And now I kind of believe her 100%. I believe that even with all those factors that can hold you from making money and being rich, or at least moving from point A to a very significant point, right? Like moving from earning 100,000 monthly to like 1M or 2M monthly. I think what is actually stopping people is because they're not ready. We've all lied to ourselves at some point. A lot of people that say that, oh, they're ready to make money, they want to become this, they want to become that. A lot of them are not serious. A lot of them are lying to themselves. A lot of them are just saying it because that's just the thing to say. Nobody's going to say, oh, I want to be poor. But people are not acting in that direction. A lot of people cannot put in the sacrifice that's necessary and that's needed for wealth, that's needed for riches, that's needed. A lot of people can't. A lot of people are not ready to put in the work. A lot of people are just wishing on horses and expecting it to happen, going to church and praying and fasting, but really putting in that work, no, they don't want to do it. A lot of people are, should I say unconsciously, hoping on magic to happen, luck, hoping on luck to happen for them. It's not going to happen. See, when you're ready to change your life will change. When you're ready to change your life will change. Take it from somebody that for over 5 years, I've been saying, oh, I want to change my life. I want to change my life. And until the end of last year was when I was really ready. And it's been over 6 months now. And I can tell you, it is true. It is true. If you're ready to change your life will change. Because of the power of secrets and keeping certain things to yourself, I really don't like to come on here and start giving you guys numbers, oh, how much I've made, how my life has changed, I really don't like to say that because, of course, it's not very wise to spill all of those things to people on the internet that you personally don't know and you don't know who is watching, because of course there are people that love you and all that, and they'll get inspired by giving numbers and all of that, but there are also people that they're going to use that against you. So I don't really like it to come on here and say things, but let's just say that from starting the journey and being ready to change my life, I have tripled my income because I got ready. And I can see how great I can see how massive it's going to be in a few years. So when I say that you can do something, you can do it. I always say that I'm not a motivational speaker. I like to deal with facts. I like to deal with things that would happen. And of course, motivational speaking is not some fiction either. It's just that motivational speaking just sometimes come from a place of trying to cajole you, trying to rub your head, or try to. I'm not here for that. I'm not the creator. If you're looking for a creator that's going to baby you, I'm not ready to baby anybody, because babying people do not get them so far. And let's stop lying to ourselves. Babying people has not gotten people where they need to be. We're human beings, and a lot of times we need the truth to brutally hit us. We need it to hit us sometimes for us to wake up. So here I am telling you that the reason you're poor is because you're not ready. You're already pushing 30 and you're still not taking charge of your life. You're still wishing on the stars. You're still blaming your parents, your background. I saw a quote on Twitter saying, if you're 30, now you're the background when you get to 30. You're the poor background when you get to 30. Now it's time for your offspring to start saying that they come from a poor background, which is you. Because when you get there, there is no excuse. Even if I don't believe in failure at 30, because I believe that at any time you can pick up your life and make it better. And you don't have to feel like, I'm this age and give up. But still, when you start pushing 30, 35, 40, sorry to break it to you, but you're now the poor background. So it's time to wake up. I'm not gonna sit here and start sugarcoating things to you or for you. So if you need somebody to baby you, I'm sorry, Benary is not the one for you. Africa Tribe podcast is not the one for you, because we are here to push you to your limits and make sure that you get up. That journey up that you want to start, that journey up that you started, you will get to that top that you want to get to. Now, how do you know that you're actually ready to change your life? See, the day you tell yourself, I'm actually ready to change my life, I'm actually ready to change my life, things will start to move. The universe will start to align to make things happen for you in the direction of the dream that you're hoping to achieve. Your eyes will start opening to resources. Your eyes will start opening to things that you've not seen before, because you're blinded by being like everyone else. So you're going to see only the path that everyone else are seeing. But when you're ready to step out of the ordinary and move into the extraordinary, your eyes is going to open to the extraordinary. And it's only people that are ready to change their lives that start to see those things that other people are not seeing. The day I decided I was ready to change my life, everything started aligning in that direction. That was when I stumbled on the right podcast. That was when I stumbled on neuroscience. That was when my brother randomly sent me a video on meditation. And this is not even something we usually talk about. Randomly, he just sent them to me. That was when I stumbled on the right book to read. And that book was one of the things that helps me triple my income in 6 months. Less than 6 months, actually. When you're ready, the universe will align for you. And sometimes you're like, why doesn't it just happen because it's my fate? Why can't it just happen because what will be will be? That's because what will be will not be. That's because what will be cannot be. How do I put this? What will be would either be or will not be. It is in your hands, okay? A thing or a prophecy could be written about you, but if you do nothing to put you in that direction, and that's why there's free will. That's why one of the things that God never took away from us is our free will, because at the end of the day, he needs you to align with him. And that's why I keep preaching godlikeness. And we need to understand godlikeness for you to actually be able to align with God, to take you on the direction or on the journey the destination that you're supposed to get to. Without aligning with him, there is nothing he can do. And a lot of times we keep dwelling on the exception of the rules. There's always going to be an exception to the rules, and it's foolishness to decide to focus on the exception of the rules. And one thing I can even tell you about the exception of the rule is that a lot of times those people that you think that just stumbled on success or it just happened for them, it didn't. It's either you're not privileged to see the work that they did, or they were on the track to do that. They were on the track to doing the work, and then it just quickly happened for them. The difference is just that it quickly happened for them. And then the pace another person is going to take to get there might not be the pace you take to get there. So you cannot be focusing on the exception of the rules. You've been focusing on the exception of the rules for so long now and nothing has happened. Is it not time to wake up and actually put in the work and follow the principles that would certainly get you to where you want to get to? There is one other crazy radical thing I did when I was ready to change my life, but I'm not ready to talk about it yet. I don't feel led to talk about it. One of these days I'm going to tell you guys about it, but not yet. It was something that I dared to do, honestly. I just was so desperate for change, and I did that. I wish I can share with you guys what it was, but next time or when I'm being led, I will do that. But I just said that to say that when you're ready, the universe will know. You yourself will know. You see it. You see the signs, and you see things start to align and start to work for you. So, yeah, I believe that it's not some God's fault or the universe's fault, or you just have bad luck. If you have bad luck, then go and pray about it, or go to your village and go and break the curse. But I honestly do not believe in bad luck. I believe in the luck that you create. I know that things happen and there are still principles governing the earth, and we cannot be the shakers and breakers of everything. But I also believe that there is a lot you can do, and sometimes we just forget that there is a lot we can do when it comes to the direction in which our life will go. There are certain things that we don't have power over, but there are a lot of things that we do have power over. One other thing I want to address are people that, for the life of me, I don't know why they think like that, but they just feel like if they cannot move from where they are to probably where Otedola is, then there is no point in moving. And I cannot wrap my head around that, because that doesn't make any single sense. The fact that you're fantasizing or you wish you can get to Otedola status, but realistically, because of the principles or because of where you start from, it is not visible for you to get there, doesn't mean that you should not move up. Up has different levels. There are different levels to up. Like I said, if you move from earning 100,000 naira to earning like 1 million or 2 million, and then you die earning 2 million every month, it's not better than dying earning 100,000 every month. If you decide to start moving the chain of wealth in your bloodline. Sorry, Diamonds, my microphone got cut off here and I didn't know. So we'll have to end the podcast here. Thanks for watching. I was basically talking about how to build a chain of wealth that being Otedola or being the richest person doesn't have to start from you. It could be in your third and fourth generation. As long as you decide to start moving the chain of wealth in your time, your fourth, fifth generation could be the 1%. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope to see you in another episode. And hopefully the mic doesn't get cut off in that episode. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like this video. And also leave your comments in the comment section. We'd love to see that. Bye, thanks, and God bless you. Don't forget, you're enough and God has given you everything you need to succeed. Bye, my diamonds. See you next time. Bye.